Alright, when we last left off, we just killed the angry tree. Now we still have a couple of quests. Overarching one is to get the orb, but Tiente has tasked us to kill at least two of the warlords in the west. So that is where we're going to head. Bring up the map real quick. Go through the forest, and on the other side of this mountain over here, there's another different style of forest. We'll see a bunch of different orc huts, and we just got to go commit some mass murder of orcs. There's one of them. There's one of the huts. I'm gonna get rid of the fog of war here and explore around so there's no blackness here. Alright, I think a monster noticed us, but we don't see him yet. Just kind of walk around. You see there's paths connecting all of them, so if you're getting lost wandering around, you can easily find them. Low experience from them, and they drop a bunch of mundane gear. If you're needing a little bit of boost in gold, you can farm orcs. Their strength is melee damage. We haven't killed enough to actually figure out what their weakness is, so we're going to continue just killing the ones that come up to us. Stat gain, hotspot. Yeah, we're casting hotspot a lot. That is perfectly fine. Alright. So we got a little situation here. We got 3 of them. And I know I can get 2 of them there. It'd been nice to get all 3 of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down a save. Since they're when it's the menu, they may move. Nope. If I move up, I'm going to get both groups. Ideally, if you do this, you want to be able to make sure you can kill them. But it will give you additional experience. Because the game thinks that it's a more difficult fight, so awards you accordingly. But orcs, they're relatively easy. We shouldn't lose anybody. Our rogue is getting punched a lot. He is flanked, though. That is why. But as soon as we pull him out of flank, we flank this orc. We should be able to backstab. Really high damage there. He is still flanked, so let's just go ahead and stab him again. This is more just cleanup here. I think we got just about all the darkness around. So here is a good overview of where the huts are. If you have issues going through these, there are some locked doors and some locked chests. So if you don't have your lockpick skill up to snuff, or you haven't grinded lockpick on a decent door, you may want to do that. You might end up in a impassable situation. This one right here, the westmost hut, it is a static location for one of the Orc Warlords. And so the other 6 will have a chance or a random probability, at least I think it's random, and that's what Volker says it is, that they will procedurally generate, and you have a chance of another Orc Warlord, so you can kill 2 of them. But we're going to jump into this. We're going to grab a little bit of extra life. Alright, so we got interrupted here. He's probably been chasing us for a little bit. There we go. Now we're just gonna finish healing off here. Gain that level. I'm gonna put the sling. I might have sold the sling. Nope, stash bow. I got rid of my sling for my rogue, so we can't put him back on there. But let's go ahead and top off here. All right, we're going to go through the foes list that we're dealing with today. That is going to be the Orcs. They are about 150 hit points. They're not undead. They can be sliced open and they bleed, so you get a tick damage with it. They're strong with melee damage and resist cold, but they are weak against magic and weak against fire. Next up is the little bit stronger Orc Warrior. They have about 223 average hit points. They are not undead. They can bleed. They're very strong with melee damage, resist cold. They are weak against magic and fire. We will also come up against Orc Mages. Again, they are not undead. They will bleed if we cut them. There's 190 hit points on average with them. They do range magic attack. Again, they're orcs, so they resist cold very well. They are very low armored, and they are highly damageable with fire. And the little mini bosses that we're going after are the Orc Warlords. There are 2 of them that we can find. They have about 1,233 hit points. They are not undead. They will bleed. They are strong with ranged and melee attacks, and they call help. They will request help from Orc Mages. We can damage them with magic, almost any element, and poison. We're going to stick with fire, though. Fire and magic.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
Hey guys, editing Evan here. I went ahead and I dropped the music down and got back to normal speed here because I caught something and I wanted you guys to kind of take notice. I start dying a couple of times here and I lose 3 characters. We end up finishing the battle, but I don't want to leave the Orc hideout, and so what I'm going to do is use heal the spell outside of battle to revive my teammates. Granted, it is very crudely method, and it even shows you in the top right hand corner that's crudely revived. Then just top off with your spells. At this moment, I have an orc just to the left of me off screen that is getting ready to attack, so I can't rest because he's in line of sight. But I'll go ahead and I just top off with the heal spell and carry on. All right, so I think we've done all of them. Willie's done quite a bit here. Glad he's able to grind this out for me. All right, so we've done all of them except for the west one, which we know there's a warlord here. So we're going to go ahead and grab these levels, rest up, which I believe Willie already did. And then we're going to jump into this last orc tunnel or hideout. I'm going to go ahead and throw Wizard Eye up, and let's see if we can't find this last Orc Warlord.
He's doing pretty good with this. I have a couple of Orc Huts back. Just because there's some back-to-back fights, it's hard to get out of that. Question mark on the chest. I think I'm going to keep my druid and mage on the mana portion here, keep them stocked off, if we get into a bunch of back-to-back fights. So we have to settle in. Eventually, I get the black one. Yeah, I've got that one's there. Holy cow. I've got a lot of food in there. Orc wood. Get some decent non-generic food. Not very much experience, but at least we're chugging along here.
This is chest room. If you hit circle or O, it opens up that little menu to get the chests. Little keyboard shortcut. If you hit tab, brings up keyboard shortcuts. There we go. Orc Warlord. I'm going to back up just a little bit. I'm going to come over here. We're going to save. There we go. Let's go ahead and just top off. All right. Can we get him to pull out? No. They're there, come in, but we're not going to be surrounded, so if we need to, we may be able to back up and pull some of the orcs out. I have a feeling we're going to go back to back here. We got a space between that next group of orcs. Ooh. Chamek is getting in a jam there. Hop him over here. Can we duck behind an ally? Oh. Should be able to flank him. There we go. There we go. Now you can go back on auto. So we got that little gap there. Back up a little bit. That way we can get in and not die any more than what we have. I'm not worried about death. It's just a little bit of experience lost, and we can make that up over time. But I want to be in a good position to tackle the Warlord at full or nearly full health and mana. Safety tactic of just saving and resting as needed. Alright. See that come down? There we go. We may get into a back-to-back fight here, but with these two normal orcs, we should be okay. Yeah. One-handed blade. There we go. I'm going to keep everybody off. We're going to go ahead and mark the Warlord. And then jump back in with that. I will change auto tactics to fire. There we go. Should be able to just burn him. He does summon two orc wizards or sorcerers. I forget what they're exactly called. But we're doing that. To go ahead and backstab him. That was like 200. Determination. As soon as we kill him, these two should run. Yep, there they go. Oh, we killed him. We still got those two. I do want to finish the rest of this Orc Hut or hideout. Alright, so that's all the Orc Huts killed. Let's run back to the settlement here. Getting dark, we still got a little bit of light radius going on. Alright, once we get that finished, and that was for the quest, the deed, kill at least one of the two Orc Warlords, we got both of them. Both of them, baby. Alright, so if we talk to him again, he is going to give us a satchel and our reward. Well, tells us, well done, take this satchel to Zalon. He's been waiting to get his hands on it for a long time. He'll help you get an orb. In return, I reckon you can find him up north. So we talked to him about satchel. He's waiting to get his hands on this. He'll help you get the orb. If you mention it to him, you can find him to the north of the coast. He's a quiet fellow, living in solitude. You can find him at the northern tip, the eastern coast of the island. So let's go ahead and see this through. This is getting a little bit long, but he is up top. So I am going to just cut this here. And off screen, we've got a lot of items to go through. We've got a couple of level ups I'm going to grab right now. But we just slaughtered a whole bunch of orcs. And we have over 450 items that we have to kind of sift through with this. So I'm going to do that starting the next video, I'll show you guys what I hauled, what I took off of everything, and where we're at. Right now, we are level 8, level 6, level 7. We had a couple of deaths, but everybody is still fairly on level with everybody. We're still obtaining the orb. We got to go talk to Zalon here. Hey guys, I want to thank you for joining me. It's been fun killing a lot of orcs with you. I'm Evan. That's Willie, and I'll see you next time.